It's time for live racing action with the Short Track Super League ARCA Series, presented by Benedetto and Jazeboski Designs. Now, let's join Chris from Captain TV, live from Richmond Raceway.
I promise you that was not the twins from The Simpsons. That was the voice guy this week, as we are here in the state that is known for lovers. Virginia is for lovers. Richmond, Virginia, the Commonwealth. We welcome you into race number 3 of the Short Track Super League ARCA Series as we get ready for some fun racing tonight as part of the Short Track Super League ARCA Series. This is going to be a great race tonight at a fan favorite and a driver favorite track, Richmond Raceway, here on Virtual iRacing. On iRacing, it's a virtual Richmond Raceway. I guess something like that. But anyway, 71 degrees outside on the in the air. On the track, 75 degrees. I've been all distracted by that voiceover. With that said, going to be a fun race tonight as it's a warm one, but going to cool down here throughout the evening as we get into the nightfall here. Throughout the race, I am the captain. We welcome you in tonight, and what should be a fun race here on this 3/4 mile oval. Of course, last week it was Austin Edwards going flag to flag and leading every lap and winning at the Phoenix Raceway. The week before that, Mark Herzog winning. So will tonight be 3 for 3? We will find out when it is all over with and all said and done. We will know here in about 125 laps, I believe it is, coming up. So should be very interesting and a very fun race tonight when it is all said and done. So we got more than 27 cars tonight, so because of that, we will have some knockout, unfortunately. Some drivers will not make the race, but there are 27 spots locked in. There's a three-way tie for 25th. That is why they bumped up to 27. They'll qualify for 5 spots here, and queue time, of course, you get in or you're out, one of the two, when it is all over with. Again, 2-strike rule in play tonight, so if you cause a caution, you'll get an EOL. If you cause a second caution, you will get a removed from the session and be told to park when it is all over with. So it should be interesting when it's all over with and see who makes this race tonight. So as I mentioned, we got over 30 cars here as qualifying begins right now on the track, this 3/4 mile raceway. And we should mention tonight brought to you by Butt Kicker. Of course, if you type in STSL into any purchase that you get from Butt Kicker, you can actually get 20% off your order. That's any order right now on the Butt Kicker website. You can check that out right now. And, of course, Jazeboski Designs, who is making another paint tonight. He made the announcement a few minutes ago. The winner of the race will get a paint tonight from Jazeboski Designs. So definitely great news there from Nick, who's done a great job with that promotion. And, of course, Butt Kicker, all I've been hearing about this week is some of the items that Butt Kicker produces. I know I've talked to like Justin Laxton and Ben Pierce, Brandon Trujembo, those guys in this race tonight, and all they talk about is this device that Butt Kicker has that pretty much, it's almost like gives you a realistic feeling that you're in the seat of an actual race car with the bumps and all that stuff. So pretty cool deal there. So make sure you check out Butt Kicker's website, thebuttkicker.com. Proud sponsor, of course, of this series. So, all right. So as you see cars out there randomly on track right now, qualifying going on, as I mentioned, team points and all that stuff is a big thing right now. Of course, the teams are all set. 5 cars or less per team. The top 2 from each team gets points for the team standings. Unfortunately, I don't have any of the actual standings here in front of me for the series, so I'm not able to get that for you. But we will hopefully get that updated, and I will make a note to get that updated for next week. But as I mentioned, Austin Edwards last week for the Faster Esports team won the race. And, of course, a week before it was the solo driver team of Herzog Motorsports winning this race. So who will win tonight? Week number 3 here at the Richmond Raceway. As you see the cars out on track getting their qualifying on right now. Mike Hasty on the pole. Mike driving for the Michael Sutfin team. I'm used to that being Moneymaker Motorsports, but I know this season that has changed. So give me 1 second. I'll get you the actual team name. The ROCA Nation. I should have known that. The ROCA Nation is basically what that car is. Tonight, Coy Haslow bringing up the solid point of can Nick Jazeboski get positive points tonight? You see Mario Ercoloni in the 41 car. I see Austin Edwards has backed it into the wall. Was that during his lap? We'll have to investigate that. Must have been, because he has not run a lap here. He's run 2 laps and has not ran a single lap in qualifying. So he just went out there and tried to run. And unfortunately, not completing a lap when it's all over with here. All right, to my viewers tonight, the challenge is on. Last night, the Great League of the Great Lakes Sim Racing Series, Black Horizon Truck Series, broke the record last night. They broke all types of records last night. They hit 40 viewers for the first time in our channel's history. We actually hit 30 for the first time, but then they went 40, and was told that actually we had over 100 people watching the race last night on Captain TV from different areas of the University of Northwestern Ohio and other places, from the brewery, of course, the sponsor Black Horizon. So many people watching last night. So the challenge is on for you guys tonight to see if you can get anywhere near that 40. I believe in you guys who are watching tonight, so we'll see what happens when it's all over with. There's your information for tonight's race. As I mentioned, 125 laps in the race this evening. I think he forgot to change the date on it, though, because it's not April 1st anymore. We'll have to let him know on that. Good job, Stefan. I hate when that happens. It made me look for a second to make sure I didn't have the wrong track, but then I see Richmond Raceway here. We're all good to go. Stefan works hard on his stuff, so I will not pick on him too much. Allows me to come in here and have a good time on the broadcast and stuff, and that's the least I can do is thank him for all the hard work he does with the graphics and things like that each and every week. So now the warm-up is on. It looks like everybody will make the race, I believe. We'll have to see. I thought there were going to be people knocked out, but I see people out on track right now for a warm-up. 5 minutes of this. Well, we'll let them get out here and run a few laps of practice. I am actually going to go fill up a drink real quickly and get ready for the race here in less than 5 minutes. All right, so we're about 2 minutes away from the race getting going here. One thing I will share is I did run some laps tonight with this setup in a practice session. And needless to say, this thing is pretty free to start with. You got to let these tires warm up. And some of these lap times we're seeing out here on the track tonight is going to be about 8 to 10 laps in is where you're going to start seeing the faster laps in the run. So the challenge for these guys tonight with these tires are going to be when do these let me turn the race audio on, by the way, for you guys. Will be when does the tires get up to speed, and will people be able to survive the looseness that they're going to have as Michael Benedetto goes flying through victory lane. What is how these cars going to adapt to the heating up the tires? Not to mention the weather getting a little cooler, so it's going to take a minute or two for this setup to really kick in and stuff. And then once the tires get up to temp, the setup drives very nicely. Brian Sutfin, the hometown driver here from the Virginia area. He's probably run plenty of laps here on iRacing. See Austin Edwards up there at the top again in practice. Samuel Fontaine, Kevin Anderson, and all these drivers here. And you're going to notice these lap times very close. A lot of people right on top of that fast lap time. So I think you're going to see some very close, tight racing here this evening at Richmond Raceway. Of course, this is the short track that people say drive like a super speedway, so to say, as Jeff Carlson goes for a spin. I mean, you got the top 6 drivers all within 0.2 of a second. They're pretty much on top of another here. So the checkered flag will wave on the session, and we will grid up here for the starting lineup of race number 3 of this ARCA series of the Short Track Super League, of course, presented by Butt Kicker and by Jazeboski Designs. Here's your starting lineup. Mike Hasty wins his first pole of the season, the Michigan driver with a 22.246. He'll start next to Justin Laxton. Coy Haslow will start third alongside Samuel Fontaine. Row number 3, Ben Pierce. He'll start next to Daniel Hall. Brandon Hughes, Ken Zames in row number 4, Luke Daniels and Kevin Anderson completing the top 10. Brian Sutfin and Mario Ercoloni, they'll complete row number 11, row number 12. Jason Dalton and the boss man, Michael Steffen there. Andy Moore, hometown boy here. He's from the eastern end of the state of Virginia, a little more east of where Richmond is here, more towards the Virginia Beach area, I believe. And Taylor James making his debut tonight. David Burns, Mike Carlson, 17th and 18th. Mark Herzog, the winner from the first race of this season. He is starting 19th alongside Matthew Telder. Jeff Carlson, Richard Benedetto, 21st and 22nd. Jason Coe and Drift, the Georgia boy, going to start in the 24th position. Austin Edwards, Curran Beckler, 25th and 26th. Brandon Trujembo, Michael Benedetto, 27th, 28th. Joey Ladesseur and Mike Braun will start 29th and 30th. Nick Jazeboski and Mike Elo Jr., 31st and 32nd. And Bill Petroff actually did not run a lap. And should I mention, actually, we will only have 30 drivers starting, as Herzog did not grid here. Neither did Mike Elo Jr. and Bill Petroff. So it looks like only 30 drivers officially gridding for this 125-lap feature. The pace around the, or behind, I should say, the iRacing Ghost 4X pace car, as they will get ready to turn off and go green here next time by. They'll run 125 laps around this 3/4 mile track, and I have a feeling that hopefully these guys will race the track and not the others for now, and let the tires heat up and then get to racing each other, else we could see some cautions this evening. patience these guys have tonight. But it's the 4th night in a row we get racing here on Captain TV. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Monday night it was truck racing. Tuesday night IndyCar racing. Wednesday night it was more truck racing. Tonight it's ARCA racing for the Short Track Super League. Race number 3 from Richmond Raceway is officially green. See if everybody gives each other room here. 3 wide back here already. Look at this. 4 wide almost. Off turn 4, going to be Justin Laxton leading lap 1. Back here, the battle for 3rd already. That's Fontaine, high side. Coy Haslow to the inside. Daniel Hall right there behind him as they battle for 3rd. Fontaine, one of the tougher drivers to pass. He won't give you it. Basically, you have to take it from him, but he'll race you in a clean way. Very Ryan Newman-esque, we'll call it. And Haslow's clear right now, but that Highline coming to work a little bit here. And finally, you see Fontaine did lose the position when it's all over with. Back here, Matthew Telder, Mario Arcoloni, a little looseness out of the 56 of Taylor James. Back here at the 13th position. The 3 of Mike Carlson, Austin Edwards back here as he started in the back already, up 8 positions. By trying to make room for each other, racing each other as clean as possible here. Lap time's about 21 to 22 seconds, and that'll start falling off really quickly here in this race as these tires wear in. And battle back on for the 3rd spot here is Haslow trying to protect that bottom line. Fontaine's going to send it in there. Able to make the move. So give Haslow that high line, see if he can roll it off the corner. He'll keep that position, but look at Daniel Hall back there behind him. Brian Sutfin, the hometown boy there in the 26 car back in the 6th position. Kenny Zames on the move back here. The New York driver started in the 8th position. It has fallen back right now. The hands of Matthew Telder is going to go by. Taylor James up there on the high side. Here comes Austin Edwards into the picture. We ride with Telder. Unfortunately, the track map not working with me right now, so I apologize for the inconvenience there. As you see on the left-hand side, Laxton leading by 1 second already over Mike Hasty. As Mike Carlson under attack with Ken Zames there to his inside. Mario Arcoloni, Michael Steffen right here behind him. Taylor James almost getting in the back of Telder there. Had to check up pretty big. Everybody prevails okay, though. And there's racing all over this place. The action track they call Richmond. Here's Sutfin to the inside of ARCA. Andy Moore right there behind him. And I've got to keep an eye over here on my information to make sure I don't miss passes. They're going to happen everywhere here. Let's go up here. Luke Daniels under attack. There's Telder. There's Brandon Hughes also here with Luke Daniels. Austin Edwards working his way through, as I mentioned. Great racing here going on. Move back to the front because we got a fight here. Brian Sutfin underneath Daniel Hall is just for fifth. Sutfin maybe going to take the spot away as they go down to turn 3. Up, kind of slides it up a little bit there. You see the 4, his teammate there, Dalton, behind him. Jason had a great run last week at Phoenix, running up in the top 5 all night. You're definitely seeing some comers and goers so far in this race. Look at this Hornets and that's back here. On board with the Flaherty and Brandon Hughes, the 111. All about being patient, rolling the throttle at this track. Up here for fourth, Sutfin, the car on the move. That 26 car going for the 4th position on Haslow. Now, I noticed Coy had some rear damage on that car. Not sure who he made contact with early in this race. But that spoiler looks like it's up in the air a little bit. As Sutfin goes by, about 3.5 back from the lead right now. And you see Dalton to the inside of the 72 of Daniel Hall. That's what this track is so fun for. It can become multi-grooved, and you can see just so much great side-by-side racing throughout this field. And you are able to pass. It's tough, but you are able to do so. I mean, some cars might say, no, it's pretty easy right now when you look at Austin Edwards and Matthew Telder, who Curran Beckler, all these guys up 15, 9, and 9 respectively position-wise. As these cars continue to battle right here, Dalton back to the inside of Hall. And finally, Dalton going to take the position away. Also back here as this fight continues with these guys. Got Mike Carlson here. As I mentioned, Taylor James in that 56 car. Luke Daniels, Ken Zames, Brandon Hughes, Curran Beckler, Michael Steffen, Brandon Trujembo starting to come into this. Oh, Mike Carlson getting a little loose there, had to drive it down. This track all about rhythm, all about just kind of hitting your marks, and they're going to go 3 wide down here to turn 1 as Ames makes a move inside. Yeah, they're still 3 wide off 2. Turn 2 narrows up so much it makes it very tough to stay 3 wide. They're 3 wide for a whole entire lap here. Finally, somebody gives it up. Go up here as the battle for third is on. Brian Sutfin and Sam Fontaine. Sutfin doing exactly what he did during the first race of the season. He is working his way up through the pack here. Iowa Speedway was the first race, and Brian Sutphin ran through the field like it was no tomorrow. Unfortunately, got involved in some incidents, but now here at Richmond, which, oh, by the way, is the twin brother, so to say, of Iowa, he's going through the field again. And you see Fontaine with the nose damage. Let's see, Coy Haslow rear end damage, Sam Fontaine front end damage. That meets up with each other. That's where the contact likely happened. Fontaine able to hold off the position. You wonder how much that right front is playing a role right now. His car probably feeling a little bit tight. Speaking of Coy, Daniel Hall back to his inside. Oh, 26 getting shaky up there, Sutphin. Oh, that was a tank slapper, as they call it. And I did mention earlier, if you do want to chat, feel free to do so in our chat. I know I mentioned earlier in this broadcast that last night we broke the record for most viewers in a Captain TV race. And shout out to everybody who watched last night. You see the lap car there of Richard Benedetto going a lap down. It's not Richard Benedetto. Who is that just went a lap down? Oh, I'm sorry. That's Mike Hasty. Never mind. My apologies. I'm getting these Rocket Nation cars mixed up. My bad. But look at this. Dalton to the outside of Hasty, who might have burned his tires up a little bit. The pole sitter starting to fall back a little bit here at Richmond. So 33 laps into this thing. I'm not going to use the words, but it's been clean so far. Great racing all over this place right now as Justin Laxton has led all 34 laps right now. He's got a 2.8 second lead over Sam Fontaine. Tracy Nestor watching tonight. Appreciate you, Tracy. Hit the subscribe button, please, if you haven't already. And please tell your friends and family. We love building subscribers and getting viewers in here to watch some racing all night. This fight just continues. I want to go see some other battles, but they won't let me. You see Hall coming into the picture. You see the 81 of Kevin Anderson. And, oh, by the way, here comes Austin Edwards. Oh, and Austin's in the wall. That didn't help him. Oh, and up here for second, Sutphin finally gets the position. So that pass is complete, and we continue here. The racing here is just phenomenal right now. Taylor James on pit road, unscheduled pit stop there for the 56 car. Not sure what happened to him. Kevin Anderson trying to roll the bottom here on the 87. Oh, Kevin kind of pushing him up the track. A little short track move right there. Got to be very careful here. This car can get very tight on entry, especially if you drive it deep. This car does not have the downforce that you see in like the Cup car or the truck. Oh, a little contact there, a little net code or something. Sends Coy up the track. So Kevin takes the spot away, literally. Coy's going to be able to hold on to the position, but Austin Edwards takes Daniel Hall's 8th position, or 7th position, I should say. All this going on behind Justin Laxton, who has led all 53 laps in this race. As you see him coming up on some lap traffic here. Just hear how you roll to the throttle, let the car just kind of run the track. Lap times have fallen off about a second from the start of the race so far. The tire wear actually not bad at all. Let's go back here towards the 20th position right now. As there's Joey Ladissour, the 23 car, to the inside of Mario Ercoloni. Brandon Trujembo right there in front of him. Also Mike Carlson. Taylor James apparently has taken his car behind the wall, it looks like. Joey's going to take the spot away from Ercoloni. There's David Burns back there with Mike Braun. And the leader should be coming into the picture here any minute to put these guys a lap down. So the racing here is going to really pick up towards the back, I think. These guys only about a half straightaway or so from going a lap down. Benedetto making the pass on Braun, following Burns through. Comes Andy Moore. Now the lead is shrinking, by the way, up here at the front. Brian Sutfin has got the fishing pole out. Oh, and Trujembo looks like he's been in the wall. Now one car with heavy damage. But I was just starting to say, Brian Sutphin, I think, has the fishing pole out, and he is reeling Laxton in. Not sure if it's a lap traffic thing or what, but see, Sutphin is right there in the middle of 3 and 4, about 2 cars behind Laxton. I think starting to get settled down now and spreading out after 47 wild laps so far here. Almost halfway already. On camera. All right. Go back here. Daniel Hall, the 72 car inside the 87. Now, one car that is looking for him right now in the telemetry is falling off the face of the earth right now, lap time wise, is this guy right here, Mike Hasty in the 24. Started on pole, ran up in the top 5, and here 49 laps in is all the way down to the 13th position now. I don't know if his car's gotten really tight or what the deal is, but he is free falling. And I'm pretty sure Tom Petty is not playing in his music right now. There's no damage on the car, but he is unfortunately going backwards. So Daniel Hall did get past Coy Haslow, so move him up to the 7th position. Austin Edwards has moved up to the 5th spot, so that wall damage apparently not playing a major role on that 18 car. Back here, this is for 3rd, Fontaine and Dalton. As Dalton about sent it to the infield again. He's done that a few times tonight. I've mentioned all week long, we have had great racing throughout the week so far, and it continues tonight. Had a fantastic truck race at the Rock Monday night with the TI Racing Group, an IndyCar race at Mid-Ohio that was a last lap pass off an incident. Tuesday night, last night, we crowned a champion in Ricky Springer for the Black Horizon Truck Series, part of the Great Lakes Sim Racing League. A couple of their guys actually running tonight here in this race. And there's the move right there by Dalton. We're seeing great racing here in Richmond. And tomorrow night we go super speedway racing from Talladega with the Blown Piston Racing League. Sutfin got the lead down to about 0.6 of a second now on Laxton. It's right up in front here, as a matter of fact. So easy to burn the right front off this car. You got to be careful. The right front will blow out in this sim. This is fantastic stuff right here. Right up in front, you see Sutfin making a move for the lead. Oh, they're leaning on each other. Red Light Productions joining us tonight. Appreciate you guys. Whoa! I think Sutfin locked up the right front tire there and slid up and adjusted. Side by side for first, second, third, and fourth. And finally, Sutfin's going to get the lead here off 4. Lap 58. Oh, no, Justin ain't done. He finally clears him. Wow. And Fontaine's able to hold off third right there behind him. So your top 5 right here under a shell now. Yeah, I said it before. If you guys are watching tonight, you have an access to do it. Go get some friends and family to join this fun. I mean, we have just had great racing tonight and all week long on Captain TV, and it's only going to get better throughout the week. Now Fontaine's going to go for second. They almost hit each other. Fontaine had to get out of the gas. Dalton's going to take third on the high side here, and here comes Edwards. Somebody shifting? I wouldn't think so. These cars, the gearing is way too low to do that. Look at the look at the lap cars up front here. As Dalton goes to second officially, here comes Edwards for third. So it looks like finally going to settle down here for a second. The Sutfin is running away right now, but here, look at this. The mess in front of him right now. Something just happened back here. I saw cars wiggling and jockeying everywhere here. Oh, look out. Dalton almost gets hip checked by Carlson, and they're almost 3 wide for second now. Oh, and Laxton into the 4. Heavy contact in Laxton with some heavy damage now on the 53. And Mike Hasty's coming to pit road here. This is scheduled pit stops, I believe. They're trying to get tires, I think. Start following some of these cars here, see what's going on. Because I think you're going to start seeing tires come into play here. As we're just about the halfway, actually just past halfway. Sutfin with a 1.2 second lead. Okay, bud. It's totally okay to cheer people on, man. Nothing wrong with that. Appreciate you watching. Hopefully, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, please. Much appreciated. Leader working his way up through lap traffic. A couple teammates here in front, the 8 and the 1. Braun going past Jazeboski, who looks like he's been in a fight at a demo derby already. Again, a reminder, while you're here, if you check out Butt Kicker's website, thebuttkicker.com, as the 8 drifts up the track, you will notice you can get 20% off any purchase from the Butt Kicker website right now, so make sure you check that out. As Justin Laxton comes to pit road now, the 53 is in. Green flag pit stops at Richmond. Man, if I had a quarter every time I said that, I'd have... Oh, and caution's out! Richard Benedetto has gone around in turn 4. Wow. So 70 laps of green flag racing in that race. Oh, cool. Okay, I wasn't sure. Thank you. Here come the leaders to pit road. So it looked like it was going to be a break for Laxton, but he's being told to wait for the pace car now. So I'm not sure how it's going to end up for him, if he's going to be a lap down or not. But all the leaders are on pit road now. And it looks like Brian Sutfin easily going to win this race off pit road. Brandon Trujembo ends up getting the lucky dog. He's back on the lead lap. In that one car, he'll fall to the back. And we'll have to see here what happens with Laxton. Did he pit? Did he not? Let's actually go look at the replay of the accident real quick. That actually involves Richard Benedetto. Red Light Productions, again, appreciate you. I know you were part of the race last night and stuff, man. I can't help but thank everybody for last night. That I'm still stunned after what happened last night. All right, here's the spin with Benedetto. On the outside of Nick Jazeboski there, the 82. Somebody else goes spinning in turn 3. And that right there is what brings the caution out, is Richard Benedetto. Now the question is, at this moment, where is, I'm going to stop it for a second here. Where is Justin Laxton on the track? He's right here on pit road. So he made pit road on time. The question is, does he stop or not? He has the second pit stall on pit road. He does not. He rolls right through. So a whole bunch of interestingness happening here. It looks like Justin's going to get the raw end of this thing. Right now, he sits. Well, actually got some of the damage. It looks like 27th now, and is going to be a lap down in this race. Yeah, Laxton's one lap down now in 27th. So this hurt him big time. Tough break for the 53. All right, going to come back to the green flag here. 50 laps to go. Brian Sutfin, Austin Edwards, Jason Dalton, Sam Fontaine, Kevin Anderson, your top 5. Here we go. Oh, Sutphin got loose as Edwards sent it into turn 1. There, these guys got to be careful here with these fresh tires. Oh, one car Tellner spins in turn 4. This is a big wreck. Who's all in this? Ben Pierce, Drift, Zames. I think I saw the 20 or the 669 with damage. Cautions breed cautions, as they say in racing. Zames with damage. See Ben Pierce heavy nose damage on the 65. Stefan comes to pit road now, so a lot of the damaged cars from that accident. Let's go check out this big wreck that just happened here. As they say, cautions breed cautions. Kelder there in that 2 car. On the inside of Brandon Hughes, teammate there. Kern Beckler there behind him. Back end just comes around. Looks like too much rear braking. Oh, and Laxton clobbers him too. 55 involved. Let's look at it one more time. This time let's go on board with Laxton, who's involved in this. What a tough 10 laps for that man. There's the restart. He almost runs over Braun. Bam. So tough break for those cars involved. You look at Laxton, he was leading this race, fell back a little bit, comes to pit road as the caution comes out, and iRacing tells him to stay behind the pace car, and he ends up 27th and then gets involved in that accident. So the 10 laps of the 53 car, he is not going to be happy. So 45 laps to go. this ARCA race from Richmond, part of the Short Track Super League. Race number 3 of their season. As I mentioned, tomorrow night, the Blown Piston Racing League going to be at Talladega Superspeedway for truck racing tomorrow night. Saturday night, VOR will be at Barber Motorsports Park. And then USRC truck or Xfinity Racing, the Grand National Series, of course, brought to you by Sunset Arctic Games. They'll be at Las Vegas. And then Sunday night back to Talladega for the Clash Series for the Blown Piston Racing League. And then Monday night, TI Racing at Pocono. And then Tuesday night, IndyCar Racing from Long Beach. So we got all the next few days to get this stuff, get the racing going here. And it's going to be a lot of fun here. So as the green has come back out, Sutfin, Edwards, Fontaine, Dalton, and then there's Daniel Hall there in the 72 in the top 5 now. As to the outside, here comes Austin Edwards. And he's going to clear him. The 18 to the front. Oh, and one car spinning. That's Joey Lodesor, actually. I thought it was Mike Carlson at first. The 23 has gone around. Third caution. Just got loose on the bottom there. I saw it kind of out of the corner of my eye. And third caution out, lap 84. Let's see if anybody comes to pit road here, and we'll get the replay up of what happens to the 23. So far, no takers. All right, so let's go on board to 23 here. I believe he's around the bottom of the 111 here, and he's just going to come around on him. Oh, what? Who's that up against the wall there? 81 and Kevin Anderson. Yeah, you see it just swap ends on him. I think Justin Laxton just got the lucky dog. Yeah, I wonder if he was turning the wheel too much and the back end just swapped ends. From just being pushed loose, maybe. But either way, watching out for the third time here. What has been a fantastic race here at Richmond. All right, should get one to go this time by. Taking a look at the Discord page here for the Short Track Super League. Dover next week. Nope. Wait. Yeah, Dover next week. Sorry. We go to Dover next week, then we go to Martinsville, and then there's going to be a big track that the drivers are going to vote for on the in 3 weeks. I think the schedule is actually set up a week backwards here, or a week off on the schedule thing here, because it's got April 15th, which is tonight. It says Dover, so doesn't bother me any. I figured it out real quickly. Pace car going to pull off as Austin Edwards going to lead him back to the green flag here. Lap number 89. That's 36 laps to go. Oh, big wreck, turn one. Curran Beckler's hard into the wall. And now the fourth caution. I saw somebody going down the front straightaway had clipped the outside wall and was stuck against these cars, the ARCA cars. Very notorious for sticking to the wall. Let's watch this all over again. Yeah, it looks like it's Curran Beckler. It's going to get stuck to the wall. Oh, no, it was right there in front of him. The 87 Akoy Haslow, and it turns into a big wreck. Luke Daniels gets turned into the wall first. And unfortunately now, so the 87 Akoy Haslow gets stuck to the wall up ahead here. Right there. And then the 35 follows him in there. And 90 has to adjust into Luke Daniels. And thankfully, nobody else involved in this thing. Only about a 2 or 3 car wreck. That could have been a lot worse. Watch it one more time here. On board to 55 here of David Burns. There's the contact there. You see Trajembo kind of slowing up. Burns goes down and misses this, it looks like, himself. So good job of wreck avoidance by most of these guys in this field. We'll come back to the green flag with 30 laps to go. And we are sitting now 20 cars on the lead lap, I believe. I believe Mike Hasty got the lucky dog that time by the pole sitter. 18 viewers tonight. Appreciate you guys watching. What has been a good race. Had a few cautions here. Let's see if they clean it up. Got the damaged 91 of Sam Fontaine right there in third behind Austin Edwards and Brian Sutfin. Got the 4 right there behind him of Jason Dalton, and Daniel Hall having a great run in 5th. Austin moving that groove up a little bit to the middle, almost diamonding the track a little bit there. Battle on for second and third here. Fontaine's going to take the position away from Sutphin. Here comes Daniel Hall in the 72 car. Got that Bill Elliott special running pretty well tonight. Sutphin not giving it to Fontaine. Matthew Telder on pit road. So finally Sutphin gets the position away, and now the battle on back here with Coy Haslow and Dalton. Battle of 2 smashed up rear ends. Apparently tonight the guys wanted to work on their caution average real quickly. That's why they got the 4 out of the way. They're like, all right, back to racing. We did good. Hey, what? Car on the move. I'm watching him slowly here. Justin Laxton, the guy that started second, had the pit road issue, got his lap back. He restarted 17th, is up to 10th already. That 53 is on the move right now. Unfortunately, though, he sits 5 seconds back from Edwards right now, as Hughes to the inside of the 25. Oh, Jason Dalton's in the grass. So the 4 goes off track. Goes spinning and saves it. Oh, whoa! Wheelie! Yeah, let's do that one in slow-mo. Watch this. Whee! All 4 wheels off ground. That's going to be captioned on Discord later. Coy Haslow working the outside of Daniel Hall. All of a sudden, the outside lane coming into play here a little bit. The field kind of starting to spread out a little bit, as I mentioned here. We got 19 laps to go. Everybody's kind of giving it their all now. The question is who saves enough tire and who burns up their stuff. at the end of this race. Edwards out to about a 2.5, almost 3-second lead on Sutfin. Looking for his second straight win in this series. Daniel Hall, Kevin Anderson, Ken Zames, Mike Carlson. All in this top 8 battle right now. Brandon Trujembo moving up to the 9th position, passing teammate Laxton, who crosses him over. And these two cars look like they just came from Langley in a war or something like that. Good grief. Hate to be the owner of that team. Oh, wait. $15 laps to go. Let's go back to this fight for 11th. Mike Benedetto, Brandon Hughes. Benedetto clears Hughes, tries to get to the inside of Laxton. Laxton kind of protecting. And I think 53 of Laxton has burned his stuff up a little bit there. He's starting to fall back now, but he's still fighting him on the high side. These guys have sort of settled down. I say that as Zames makes a move to the inside of Kevin Anderson. Zames up a spot here in the battle on for third. Fontaine and Haslow. On board with Daniel Hall as we watch that pass happen. So move Coy up a spot, or move Coy down a spot. And here comes Daniel Hall for the 4th position, and Daniel got the run to the inside here. Not clear yet. Now he clears him, so move him up to 4th. Mike Carlson fighting the wall back there on the back straightaway. Hall work his way to the inside of the 91 here. Less than 10 laps to go down this race. Oh, Hasty's in the wall. Saves it. But that car is destroyed on the right side right now. '24 with heavy damage. And looks like Coy Haslow's got loose and lost the position to Ken Zames. 7 to go. And I'm trying to keep up with everything here, guys. Brandon Hughes inside of Benedetto. Didn't we just see this? These two got by both Trujembo and by Laxton. These guys do not want to give it up. They just continue to fight it out. 5 laps to go. As the teammates continue to battle it out here. Jeff Carlson coming up behind him, and Ben Pierce, a third teammate to that group. Austin Edwards showed up last week, led every lap in Phoenix, and tonight he started in the back and worked his way slowly up through the field. And now sits 3 laps away from win number 2 in a row. As Daniel Hall works his way under Fontaine again. Got the lap car up here, going to play a role on his teammate. Hall almost got his teammate, or the teammate of Daniels, pinched up there behind him, but not able to get Fontaine to do it. And now Zames comes into the picture. As Austin Edwards takes the final lap here at Richmond. Austin Edwards, the California driver, went out and led every lap at Phoenix Raceway last week, and tonight starts 25th and goes to the top. 2nd win in a row for Austin Edwards. Oh, and Hall gets into the wall, and Zames gets 4th. Great racing tonight. Only 4 cautions at Richmond, and there goes the back end again. Austin burning it down, and we'll take a look at the finishing order for tonight's race. Edwards wins it by 3.5 seconds over Sutfin, Fontaine, Zames, and Daniel Hall. Gets a top 5 tonight. Kevin Anderson, Coy Haslow, Mike Carlson, Brandon Hughes, Michael Benedetto finishing 10th. Laxton, Trujembo, Pierce, Carlson, Mike Hasty, tough run for him after starting on the pole tonight, 15th. Curran Beckler, Jason Dalton, and Andy Moore, your top 18 finishers. Looking through the rest of your finishing order, David Burns, Jacob Gladulich, your drift, will finish 20th. Mike Braun, 21st. Nick Jazeboski, 22nd. Joey Ladissour, 23rd. Ercoloni, 24th. Jason Coe, 25th. Michael Steffen, 26th. Richard Benedetto and Luke Daniels finishing in 28th. Matt Telder and Taylor James, the final of the 30 racers who started the race tonight, finishing in the 30th position tonight here at the virtual Richmond Raceway. So, all right, let's go down here to Victory Lane, and we will talk to the winning driver of the race, Austin Edwards. We'll bring him into the channel first as Austin joins us tonight. Austin, congratulations to you, sir. Once again, the winner, but tonight made it a little challenging by starting in the back. And yeah, the one thing you feared the most when you start in the back is a green flag run, and we were heading that way for a little while.
Was able to stay out of trouble, which wasn't much trouble, so it wasn't as difficult as I expected. But a few close calls, few unexpected braking points, leaders dooring each other at some point, lap cars all over the place. So had a few lucky moments, but at the end of the day, had some really, really good speed in this number 18 car. So I was able to bring it home in one piece and even find a new racing line, closing laps there.
Yeah, I noticed that. You weren't going to sneak that one past me. I noticed that high line kind of came to work a little bit, or we'll call it the second groove, came into work.
Yeah, I wasn't really expecting that. I obviously later into the run, the inside line is going to struggle a little bit with the right front tire dying down. So started to see a lot of speed up on the high groove. I was able to start to utilize that to get around lap cars and other cars, especially at the end of that long run. But after putting new tires on it, I decided to give it a shot, and it worked incredibly. So I definitely wish I discovered that earlier in the race, but still turned out just the way it needed to. So.
Well, it was still a fantastic race to watch tonight. Only the 4 cautions, and we had 2 decent green flag, well, 1 really good one. One, if we didn't have running out of laps, we'd have had another green flag run here, it looks like, going on. But congrats to you on the 2nd straight win, and shout out to whoever you'd like to.
Just the guys at Faster Esports let me race with them. Jazeboski Designs for getting me this sweet ride for today. Track Time Entertainment Sim Rigs for supporting me and everything they do in sim racing. And that'd be it.
And I'll give you a second shout out there. Good job carrying that Faster Esports team. I think he needs a good guy to be helping him.
Yeah.
A little jab at Jazeboski there. Anyways, nice job there, bud.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Austin, everyone's joining us. I'm sure I'm going to hear from Nick for that one. That's funny. All right, let's talk with Brian Sutfin, who finishes in the 2nd position. I guess this is Brian, Fast 193. I'm assuming this is you?
Sure, that'd be me.
All right. So, welcome in, Brian. Congratulations. Nice comeback after what happened in Iowa. I bring that race up because this track is pretty much the twin brother to Iowa. And in that race, you ran up through the field and had a couple issues. Tonight, though, you run up through the field and had no issues and get a top 2 out of it.
I pretty much threw the Iowa race away. I really like the setup. Austin builds great setups, and Iowa and Richmond are basically the same racetrack. And kind of enter in the center and come off low and carry a lot of speed down the straightaway. Now I put myself behind the 8 ball quite a few times at Iowa, and tonight I was able to not make too many mistakes, come home 2nd.
Were you surprised Austin was able to roll that outside on you on that restart?
He builds the setup, so it's great. Not surprised. He probably had 500 to 1,000 more laps on this setup than anybody else on the racetrack tonight.
Fair enough. Well, you did still a fantastic job. Good bounce back you mentioned from that Iowa race and, of course, Phoenix last week. As you and your teammate Dalton, I know he had a little mishap there a few laps before the end of the race and even got all 4 wheels off the ground on the infield. We'll probably be picking on him for that this week. But still, that KJD 2 team, you guys have a pretty good rapport going on right now. It looks like we're running pretty well as a team.
Jason's got thick skin. You can ride him pretty hard. We have a good sense of humor. And, yeah, we have a good time with it. It's nice when both of us have a good run. And tonight he had some trouble and come across the radio and talk to me, and I hate that for him. But, you know, it's racing. It happens.
Mm-hmm. It does happen, and tonight 2nd place happened for you. So congratulations on that, and you can send shout-outs whoever you like to, sir.
I don't know if they're watching or not, but I'll send a shout-out to my 2 kids and Linda. So I appreciate everybody tuning in and had a lot of fun, and hopefully see you next week.
Are they supposed to be watching?
Who knows? They get their kids. They have short attention spans.
I just want to make sure it's not one of those they better be in bed type things, you know.
Oh, no, they're good.
Nice. Well, nice job, Brian. Congratulations, bud.
Thanks, sir. I appreciate it. Hey, you do a great broadcast, buddy.
Appreciate that, Brian. Appreciate that very much, man. Brian Sutfin joining us here, and obviously very kind words there. So he's going to go and have a good old time. And one last guy to talk to, and that's Mr. Grew. And I moved myself for some reason. Let's yeah, I'm going to fire the guy who moves people in Discord. Anyways, let's jump here and talk to Samuel Fontaine, the man who fought and clawed and beat the heck out of his car to get a 3rd place finish tonight. Sam, great effort tonight, man. Talk about your race.
We had a lot of fun, man. The outside group was my group for sure. I really like that. Maybe push a little too hard on the last part of the race with the new set of tires early. So what happened is I got a little too tight. But no, I mean, finishing with a top 3 with the amount of pressure that I had with Daniel Hall and Coy behind, I think it's a pretty good result.
How much did the aero affect you? Because I know you and Coy made contact really early in that race there, and did it hurt your car at all, or did you not feel anything?
I I will say that Richmond on a short track like that, the aero is not that important, at least for those cars. Yeah, I mean the car was fine. It was turning well. Maybe getting a little more tight on longer run because a little bit less downforce. But overall, I didn't felt a big difference, and I didn't know how bad I was damaged actually. And I did when we got the caution. I had only 44 seconds of damage, so I just said that I had to keep my spot and fight for it.
Well, it was a great race. You mentioned the couple battles you had. You and Coy had a battle. I think was it him that you were side by side for about 10 laps, it felt like. I know you and Sutfin battled for a little bit. You and Laxton had a battle. I mean, it was like, and I've always said it, you are one of those people that you race clean, but you're not just going to hand them a spot.
Yeah, I mean, all of those guys are respectful guys. They know how to drive side by side, door to door. So, I mean, now that we are at our third race of the season, I know who I can be confident to race tight without necessarily using the door or anything. That was a goal. And Koi, it's always fun to race against him side by side. Iowa, same thing happened, and we stayed clean the whole race. So, except here, like we got a little incident early when he touched the wall, but that's part of racing. Otherwise, no, everyone are pretty clean, and the goal is to finish well at the end, not wreck our car in the middle. So.
Well, great job, Sam. As always, shout-outs whoever you like.
Yeah, first of all, Stefan, who put the league together, and I think with some little change that he made last week for the rules and everything, it helped the guys to be a little bit more clean for this week. That's a huge job, like super clean race for Richmond, and for you for the broadcast, and everyone from Moneymakers Motorsport who raced tonight. It was fun to race against everyone. So.
Yeah, great job out there tonight, and congrats on your top 3.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely. Fontaine there finishing in the 3rd position. Grew, as I like to call him. And that's going to do it for us tonight, man. What a fantastic race for all the drivers here tonight. So shout out to everybody for a great race tonight. The viewers for watching tonight. Appreciate it. I think I got up to about 18 or so, which is awesome. The viewership continues to build, and I hope everybody can carry over this. My new goal now is, now that we're getting viewers, is I want to be able to carry you guys to other leagues and watch. Kind of like how, when racing's on any TV channel, would love to see you guys come in and watch the other series too, and that kind of thing. I mean, I know we got life and stuff, so I totally understand it, but that's a goal of mine. Let's just put it like that. But hey, coming up tomorrow night, we will be in Talladega for truck racing from the Blown Piston Racing League for their opening race of their truck series schedule. That is going to be a lot of fun. That'll be at 8:45 tomorrow night. We'll have the opener for that here on Captain TV. And then Saturday, we get 2 races for you. VOR's IndyCar Series at the Barber Motorsports Park, and then USRC, which will have a few of these guys in the race, will be at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. That is coming up Saturday night, doubleheader there, and then Sunday we'll have the BPRL back at Talladega for the first Cup race that they've held in the Clash Series. So that's going to be a lot of fun for that. So with that being said, thank you iRacing for allowing me to broadcast on the platform, Michael Steffen for allowing me to broadcast the league and all the work that he does for me in return, and for all the viewers, all the drivers and stuff. I had a blast this evening. This was a fantastic race, and now I'm going to go talk to the team I actually have in this series about some stuff. So otherwise, as I always like to say, this isn't just a game, it's iRacing. See ya!
Let go of fear, you're holding the fire smoldering, it's starting all over again. I got a feeling that I ought to know it, burning inside. I got a feeling that I ought to know it, yeah. Every time I grip the wheel, I begin to feel I know I've been hurt.
Be strong.